Understanding what's going on in the world today is all about pattern recognition. Let me explain what I mean with a story. Hi, I'm Donald Lee. I'm a spiritual author, but also a band director and an economist. Perhaps like you, I've been trying to understand what's really going on in the world. Medical doctors tell jokes about patients who diagnose themselves. I recall such a scene from an old TV sitcom. A patient is in his doctor's office, waxing eloquent with his self-diagnosis. The doctor is half listening and half looking at an X-ray photograph in his hand. When the patient pauses to take a breath, the doctor hands him the X-ray and says, "You're pretty knowledgeable. What do you think about this X-ray?" The patient looks at it for a second and then declares, "That's a compound fracture of the tibia." The doctor chuckles and says, "Really?" He says, "Actually, that's a perfectly healthy set of lungs." It's funny, but it's a great metaphor for what's going on in the world today. You see, the patient was self-confident, but ignorant. How could he mistake lungs for legs? We know that an X-ray photograph of the lungs appears as a characteristic pattern of light and dark. Clearly, the patient wasn't familiar with that pattern. If he were taught the pattern of lungs, then he could recognize them. As people in the spy business would say, it's all about pattern recognition. The same thing is going on in our world. There are patterns in the events of the world, but most people are not familiar with those patterns. The events appear random, or they appear to be something else. So people don't see the pattern even though they're looking directly at the events. They look, but do not see. In my upcoming book, I teach you the patterns so you can recognize them in world events. The pattern of communist subversion, the pattern of psychological warfare, pattern of fraud, and the way spiritual laws manifest in our physical lives. The title is, "What the Hell is Going On? The Web of Fraud that is enslaving everyone and How We Can Escape to Freedom." Look for it soon at your favorite online bookstore or at my website, www.cominghomespirit.com. God bless you.